I'm Wendy Rae. I'm a partner in the corporate group at Allens. I'm here with David Irvine AO, the current chairman of the Foreign Investment Review Board and the former Director General of ASIO and ACIS. Thanks, David.
Pleased to be here.
There's been criticism, David, of the lack of transparency and consistency in relation to foreign investment decisions, particularly in the agricultural sector. Can you please outline for us the issues that are unique to agricultural applications and how they differ in terms of the national interest assessment when compared with other applications?
Well, I think the first thing to say is that the Foreign Investment Review Board actually welcomes investment right across industrial sectors in Australia, but particularly also in the agricultural sector, because we see the agricultural sector as having really very, very great potential, and foreign investment will help realise that potential now and into the future. The agricultural sector in many ways is not all that different from consideration of investment in other sectors. We look at it from the point of view of community attitudes. We look at it from the point of view of competition policy, of taxation policy, and more recently, although it's always been a factor, we've been looking at foreign investments as they in the critical infrastructure sector as they impact on national security. Overall, the considerations that we take into account in investment in agriculture don't differ all that significantly with other sectors, nor do they differ in relation to the identity of the potential investor.
Look, one of the interesting things that happened over the last 12 months or so was the Kidman decision and its various iterations.
Yes.
And we all looked on with great interest as that unfolded. But one of the things that the Treasurer seemed to take into consideration in that matter was the degree of Australian participation, or the opportunities for Australians to participate in that transaction. Is that something that's unique to the agricultural sector? Is that a new national interest consideration for those sorts of transactions?
It's not particularly unique to the agricultural sector. One of the factors on which we do advise the Treasurer in many investment decisions is and particularly in real estate and agricultural sector decisions, is the opportunity that's been given to test the market in Australia, to give Australians an opportunity to be able to compete with other potential investors. But you also then have to take into account the comparative advantage that foreign investment might bring to the seller.
Right. So it's just one of the considerations, and it's given weight along with all the other considerations?
It is one of the considerations, and I think the Treasurer made that clear when he announced the Kidman decision.
Well, thanks very much for your time, David.